Welcome to Localization News You Can Use, your daily dose of localization know-how for December 12th, 2025. Today, we're looking at a landscape defined by the convergence of heavy automation, the human brain, and the strategic financial shifts shaping our industry as we close out the year. Starting with the intersection of content and code, GitLab has released a detailed breakdown of how they built and automated their new Japanese documentation site. This isn't just a translation task. It represents a significant engineering feat in continuous localization. Renato Beninatto highlighted this development, noting the implications for how technical documentation can scale efficiently without manual bottlenecks. It's a clear signal that the future of localization lies in seamless integration with development pipelines. On the topic of workflows, Blackbird.io has published new insights on governance. As automation becomes ubiquitous, the ability to govern these flows, ensuring security, compliance, and error handling, is becoming just as critical as the translation itself. Without proper governance, hyper-automation risks becoming hyper-chaos. Moving to platform dynamics, Loek van Kooten has provided an update following his analysis of RWS. These financial and operational deep dives are essential for understanding the health and direction of the major players in our space. Meanwhile, in a massive move for the broader AI landscape, Olga Stokowiak reported on Disney's staggering $1 billion investment in OpenAI. This signals a deeper entrenchment of generative models in creative sectors, which will inevitably cascade down to media localization and dubbing workflows. Speaking of media, Creative Words is driving conversations on two fronts. First, they're exploring AI dubbing as the new frontier in video localization, analyzing how synthetic voices are reshaping accessibility and speed. Second, they shared a case study on fintech translation, specifically regarding BingX's launch in the Romanian market. This case study underscores that, despite the AI hype, high-stakes sectors like fintech still require precision that combines technology with rigorous linguistic review. In the realm of quality and strategy, Polyzoido is already looking ahead, discussing the 2026 Quality Roadmap and how to chart a path forward while wrapping up 2025. This forward-thinking approach is mirrored by Stefan Heige, who is questioning what the TMS of tomorrow will look like. The consensus suggests that tomorrow's translation management systems must evolve beyond simple repositories into intelligent, data-driven ecosystems. Konstantin Dronch adds to this technical discourse with new data on quality estimation, a technology that is rapidly moving from theoretical research to practical application in production chains. Shifting to the human and cognitive side of our industry, Psychology Today published a fascinating piece titled The Bilingual Brain, Translation as Adaptation. It explores how the act of translation is a complex adaptive process, not just a linguistic swap. This aligns with new research shared by David Orrego Carmona on eye-tracking in subtitling and audio-visual translation. Understanding how viewers physically process subtitles helps us optimize timing and placement for better viewer retention. On the professional development front, we're seeing a strong focus on leadership and balance. Jason Armstrong is discussing how real leadership starts with trust, a foundational element often overlooked in remote, distributed localization teams. Jakov Milicevic is tackling the perennial issue of work-life balance in translation, a critical conversation as burnout rates remain high. Diego Crescieri is urging professionals to level up their skills with practical application, while Viveda Jean is continuing the conversation on LangOps, positioning it not as a buzzword, but as an operational necessity. Finally, looking at community and theory, Gabriel Fairman published a thought-provoking piece titled What We Carry, mapping meaning in a way analogous to how Sherlock Holmes maps a case. It's a reminder that localization is ultimately an investigative and interpretative act. Julia Greco wrapped up the general sentiment of the season with her end-of-year reflections, and Andreas Ljungström continues to highlight innovation activities that keep the industry dynamic. We also noted an upcoming event regarding knowledge graphs and AI-powered translation, which promises to structure the unstructured data we deal with daily. Thank you for listening to this episode of Localization News You Can Use, your daily dose of localization know-how.